Welcome back to Pizza Podcast with Christian and Johnny. Today our pizza is avocado, tomato, feta with some grilled chicken. And it's looking pretty good. It has nothing to do with the story we're talking about. Unless you want to relate the crust to the wheat, which Gideon was threshing when he was called. It's about the best I can do. But Johnny also tied it in with a little Mountain Dew. So...
What? There's Mountain Dew in the Bible?
Yeah. Literally.
And then I thought it was cool. I had no idea what the pizza was. And then, matches the colors.
That's exactly what we were going for. That's how in sync we are. I make a pizza that matches the drink colors that Johnny picked. I almost want to open both these at the same time. It's a double barrel.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. You ever see wrestling?
Yeah, but I think he punches a hole in the side or something. He does that shotgun style.
I don't think he... Does he?
Yeah,
I think sometimes he does.
Punch a hole in the side and then crack the top and drink it out of the side. I don't know.
But I've seen him do two, just like that.
Well,
too.
then he doesn't drink them. He pours them over his head.
He gets a little bit of each, but most of it just overflows. Fun fact: this is avocado or guacamole, or does it matter? Is it sound the same?
It's just fresh avocado, mashed up. I put a little bit of fresh lemon juice in here just to keep it from turning brown.
Most of my life, I think I never had avocado or guacamole. And I'm like, I don't think I like it. I don't know why, but I don't like it.
You're missing out.
So, yeah,
Wait, you're telling me you don't like avocado?
So,
You're finding this out now? I'm not going to ask you what this pizza's rated.
This pizza's, no. So I finally tried it because I had a kid who absolutely loves avocados.
Good kid.
And so we give her guacamole also. When Emery loves guacamole.
Yeah.
It turns out guacamole's awesome. Avocado, I guess, is okay because it's in avocado or in guacamole. But
guacamole is avocado. It's the main ingredient.
Yeah, but there's lime and sometimes other.
There's lemon juice.
Stuff.
Sometimes diced red onion,
and
cilantro, other stuff.
Yeah.
But
that junk's banging.
This pizza was a recipe from the book that you gave me years ago, the pizza recipe book, which is about the size of an old school King James Bible. And this was a summer pizza. So the toppings are actually cold. So I baked the crust with some mozzarella and feta together. It's kind of like a flatbread. And then I have chilled guacamole, feta, and tomato. And then the chicken I like to throw on because I like meat on the pizza. I heated that up, so it's kind of a contrast.
Can I be like a kid and I'd pick off all the tomatoes and just have a plate of tomatoes at the end of it?
You not like the tomatoes?
I actually do like these tomatoes. I usually don't like tomatoes at all, but I think maybe I'm just maturing.
It could be.
In real time.
Or I'm just that good of a cook.
The cold tomatoes.
You're probably maturing. You're maturing. I purchased the best. These are sweet grape tomatoes, though, not cherry. Mm-hmm. Grape tomatoes are just, I don't know. They're sweeter. I like them. One more bite. I'm getting into this. You know what I said?
One more bite and then we're getting into this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Same wavelength.
Yeah. You can talk and chew at the same time. I don't think our viewers care. They like hearing.
Do you like hearing me muffle my words over chewing my food?
Our listeners, I forgot our listeners. We're a podcast.
We're still in Judges. Our last conversation was about Jael and her creative way to drive a tent stake through a man's temple. We're not talking about his house.
And then we spoiled it that the Israelites do bad again. The first verse. Mm-hmm. They do evil on the side of the Lord.
Judges chapter 6.
Surprise.
Again, the Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord. For 7 years, he gave them over into the hands of the Midianites, who were so numerous when the Israelites...
Like locusts.
When the Israelites prepared crops and stuff, the Midianites would come down and take it all, and their animals and everything else, and just kept leaving them with nothing. So what did they do eventually after 7 years of getting their butts kicked?
God help us, God help us.
Here we go again. They cried out to the Lord. Mm-hmm. And what did the Lord do?
He sent a prophet.
He sent a prophet. I feel very much like Jonah, I'm like, I don't want to.
Oh, you feel like Jonah?
Yeah, because I'm like, don't even help them anymore. Like, I know if they cry out for you, you're gonna help them. I don't want you to help them. They, But at the same time, it's like generation after generation aren't being taught the history, so then they have to see for themselves. But then even when they do, they forget about it pretty quickly. And I don't know if there's just that much time passing between paragraphs, or if this is all like.
It tells us how long they suffered and how long.
I mean, 7 years.
Yeah, and before that, what was it, like 40 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's only 40
They had
years.
peace for 40 years.
Yeah.
So after 40 years, they decided to go back. I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
Very weird.
Like, if you have a good thing going.
This whole thing with Gideon is weird, actually. To me, personally. I'm like, this is weird.
Why?
Because why would... Gideon's an idiot. But he, like, does some good, but some bad, but some good. And it's very back and forth. And I'm like, it's just weird. We'll get to it.
Well, yeah, let's get into it because...
especially at the end. I'm like, what?
When the Israelites cried to the Lord because of Midian, he sent them a prophet who said, I brought you out of Egypt, out of the land of slavery.
How many... Do you remember... And I could just be dumb and I don't remember. Other than, like, Deborah was a prophetess. But before that, like, how many prophets has there been that, like, came and said, get your act right? I don't remember any. Like,
you remember any prophets?
Like Moses and Aaron. Aaron was like a prophet, right?
Oh, yeah, we haven't gotten to, like, Elijah. And...
Yeah, that's still before that. I think they said Aaron was like a prophet, not necessarily a prophet.
Aaron was just the voice of God, so he was like...
Well, because it was Moses was like God and Aaron was like a prophet to Israel. After that, I don't... Like, between then and here, I'm like, I don't know of any prophet. So I'm like, it's just interesting. Oh, introduced. By the way, Deborah was a prophet. By the way, there's another nameless prophet.
I mean, if no one's ever heard of a prophet before...
He just walks up...
Then how would they believe it? Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
that's like
okay, dude.
Yeah, that's like a stranger walking up to you on the street and being like, "Hey, your whole city is going to get overtaken." And
sure,
you're like, "Yeah, all right, buddy.
Have a good day."
Psycho.
Yeah.
Have another one. So the angel of the Lord came and sat down under the oak in Ophrah. Ophrah?
Yeah, there's an H in there. I don't know how to pronounce
Ophrah, O-P-H-R-A-H. Ophrah. That belonged to Joash the Abiezrite. Whatever.
Abiezrite or something like that.
Abiezrite, where his son Gideon was threshing wheat in the winepress to keep it from the Midianites. So then the angel appeared to Gideon. Said, "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior." So Gideon was a warrior?
I don't know.
Well,
I think it's
the angel wouldn't call him one. Or maybe it was the prophet. He was going to be a mighty warrior, and Gideon didn't know it yet.
That's what I think.
Yeah, because Gideon said, "If the Lord is with us, why has this all happened?" The Lord told him, "Go in strength and save Israel out of Midian's hand." And then Gideon was saying, like, "How can we do that? Like, my family's the lowest. I'm the weakest in my family."
But it's like, that's another thing that's weird is, like, I don't know if I believe him because his dad is important around these people we'll get to. And they have, like, this special altar that these other people find important. So I'm like, are they really the weakest?
You can still be the weakest out of all the clans and still have a lot. Maybe the other clans were just ballers.
I have no idea. I just
Well, he said they're the weakest.
I just don't trust Gideon. I don't know. There's other stuff. We'll get to it.
You're developing quite a prejudice, and we haven't even gotten to it.
Well, I've gotten further to also come to more of a conclusion here. Because later there's things he says and then he just acts different. That's in the last chapter 8. Where he's like, he says one thing and then he acts the opposite of what he says. So it's like here I'm also like, is he like just playing dumb? Or like he's just being like just full of excuses? And he gives off Moses vibes. How Moses is like, oh no, like I can't do it.
Unworthy.
I suck at talking.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I need help. And then later, the Lord even gives Gideon help soon.
He said his clan is the weakest. in Manasseh, and I'm the least in my family. So the Lord told me he'll be with them, and they'll strike down all the Midianites together. So it's a partnership. Mm-hmm. So then Gideon likes to test him just to make sure he's not playing an April Fool's joke.
Like it's the angel of the Lord. Like, why do you need a sign? I just don't get it.
Well, if some crazy person came up to you on the street and told you...
But he knows. Well, I guess it's after this where he knows.
He didn't know anything right now. He was just working in the wine press. He didn't do anything. He didn't know anything.
Yeah.
He just knows that this guy came up to him.
Yeah, so he doesn't, I guess...
Told him he was going to overcome the people that are so numerous they can't even count them.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course he's going to have doubts and think this guy is nuts, but...
Yeah.
So then he tests him. Actually, not yet. This is when he tells him...
He does like a test. Or he asks for a sign.
Said, if I found favor, give me a sign that's really you. Don't go away until I come back and bring my offering and set it before you. So then he goes away and makes a goat and some other good stuff.
You say makes a goat?
Cooks, bakes, makes.
Okay. Yeah.
He prepared a young goat. Mm-hmm. That's what they like to say. Mm-hmm. They don't say he went and slaughtered it and cut it up into pieces and then cooked it. You know? Mm-hmm. So he prepared a young goat and
it was like a little
bushel, some flour and bread without yeast. He put the meat in a basket and its broth in a pot and brought them out and offered them to him under the oak. So then the angel tells him to put the meat over there, and then he's like, and it lights on fire. I'll bet that smelled so good.
I don't think it smelled.
Roasted goat meat?
I think it happened so fast it didn't have time to smell. Everything was just consumed.
You envision it being consumed instantly.
Yeah. Gone.
I picture just, and then just kind of watch it. Like it had to burn for like a minute.
No, I think it basically says like it happens and then he's gone, like immediately.
Take the meat and unleavened bread, place them on this rock, pour out the broth. So I guess he didn't like soup. Yeah, put the meat on the rock and then pour the broth out. I don't care about that.
He poured over the meat. Pour the broth over the...
That's not what mine says.
What does it say?
Take the meat and the unleavened bread, place them on this rock, and pour out the broth.
Okay, so yes, he says, take the meat and the unleavened cakes and put them on this rock and pour the broth over them.
Okay, mine just says pour out the broth. Mine's like, get rid of that. That's garbage. I don't want that. This is a meat-only God.
I think it's maybe pour it out on top. It just leaves out the...
Well, there's a very distinct difference in interpretation.
I agree.
Mine says pour it out like he doesn't want it. Like, God, meat only for this God.
Oh, good.
So, Gideon did so. With the tip of the staff that was in his hand, the angel of the Lord touched the meat and the unleavened bread. Fire flared from the rock, consuming the meat.
So it's gone.
And the bread. It doesn't say how long. It didn't say instantly.
Fire sprang up and consumed.
Yes.
It sounds pretty instant.
No, it doesn't. Sometimes
and the angel of the
if
Lord,
a fire consumes your house, is it instantaneous? No. It's going to burn for several hours, but it's going to get consumed.
Yeah. But I think it just happened.
You can interpret it the way you want. And it's a pretty cool visual.
And the next sentence is the angel of the Lord vanished from his sight.
Mine said disappeared.
Same thing.
The angel of the Lord disappeared. Like yours sounds like he was a magician.
Disappeared is like a disappearing act. I think it's the same. But I think also the food basically disappeared in the same way.
Then Gideon, it says right after that, when Gideon realized that it was the angel of the Lord.
Yep.
So he didn't know until then. He had to disappear first.
Correct. But now he knows. But I guess that's still not enough.
The Lord told him not to be afraid. Gideon built an altar and called it the Lord is Peace. Mm-hmm. That same night. So this is a section that it was kind of interesting to me because God tells him to take the second bull from the father's herd and one 7 years old tear down your father's altar to Baal and cut down the Asherah pole. So Gideon's dad worshipped Baal, which is weird to me. Why would God go to Gideon?
Yeah.
Wouldn't Gideon worship Baal too then?
Probably. You know, a really weird thing? Do you know what Baal, means? It might be too weird. It means Lord. It's just weird to me that it means Lord.
Baal means Lord?
Another word for Lord.
I just found it odd that out of all the people to pick to do this,
Gideon. Well, yeah,
he picks Gideon,
God
whose dad...
some people we question.
The lowest family, the weakest guy.
Allegedly.
The words are in there.
From Gideon. Gideon's words. God did say he's the weakest tribe.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
But still, and then his dad worships Baal. He doesn't even worship God.
Yeah. The word Baal means Lord and was also applied to several other deities as well as human rulers.
Well, so God told him to take his dad's idols and tear them down along with the Asherah poles and build a proper altar to the Lord on top of it.
And then use the Asherah pole wood for the fire.
Yeah. So nothing goes to waste.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. That's what I like about Gideon. He used every bit of the Asherah pole.
I think he was told to.
Well, the fact that he listened was a step up for the Israelites.
Yeah.
So Gideon took 10 of his servants. So if he's the lowest in his house, how does he have 10
That's
servants?
what I'm saying. Also, God told him to do this as, this is going to happen as, one man. And he's like, I need more people. I'm like, bruh.
Classic Israelite.
Yeah. I do question if he was the lowest clan in the lowest.
You got 10 servants. If you're the lowest of the low and you got 10 servants, you're doing pretty good. Call me crazy, but I really wouldn't mind having 10 servants. I'd be all right with one. Right?
You already got 2 kids.
They're not old enough to be servants.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be servants. They're going to be responsible helpers. That do what I tell them to do.
Family unit, yeah.
Gideon took 10 of his servants, but he was afraid of his family and what the other people would do, so he did it at night.
Of course.
Which I'm still surprised no one saw him at night. I mean, if you're cutting down poles and lighting fires and killing bulls.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it was so far away they couldn't hear, but I don't know.
I mean, I think so then they have to figure out who did it, and it's probably because people saw him at night.
Well, it was like biblical.
How else would you find out?
It's like biblical clue. It's like, all right, Gideon did it at night with his 10 servants.
Oh, clue. I'm thinking of Guess Who. I was putting down the people for Guess Who.
No, not the people for Guess Who, but that would work too. That applies.
Was it? Yeah, no.
They take Gideon and his 10 servants and they're like, all right, which one?
Yeah.
Apparently they figured it out. It was Colonel Mustard, obviously. Mm-hmm. Then when they wanted to kill him, right? And then his dad, Joash, said, why are you sticking up for Baal? Why doesn't Baal stick up for himself? Mm-hmm. Which I thought was pretty cool. Because his dad's like, cool. Did his dad just come to the realization he really didn't care for Baal anyway?
Or is he super into Baal and no, Baal's going to take care of him? I don't think so. I think I'm more on your side. I think he's just I'm iffy about him.
So what? He destroyed an altar to Baal. Let Baal deal with it.
Yeah.
And
he's like, I was tired of my bulls going to the altar anyways.
Yeah, exactly. So nothing happened to Gideon.
Oh, they were going to kill him. They called him a new name. Yeah,
they changed his name to Baal, Jerubbaal. Saying, let Baal contend with him because he broke down Baal's altar. So, Jerubbaal. Some people were I think I've heard him say Jerubbaal. Or is that somebody else?
I think it's something else.
Or that's Zerubbabel. I don't know. There's so many weird
It's
words.
a different. Different.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That's,
Jerubbaal.
whatever.
Jerubbaal.
So Jerubbaal. So then all the Midianites and all the other people joined forces, crossed over the Jordan, and camped in the valley of Jezreel. The Spirit of the Lord came upon Gideon, and he blew a trumpet, summoning the Abiezrites to follow him. So those are his dad's people. Right?
I like the Abiezrites, yeah.
Abiezrites.
I like the wording of certain translations. Like, so ESV says, "With the Spirit of the Lord clothed Gideon." Another translation says it like literally means the Lord clothed himself with Gideon. And it's just fun words. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but fun.
Clothed himself with Gideon?
Yeah.
That sounds like Hannibal Lecter.
Like if he's inside Gideon. Yeah.
Oh, like it possessed him?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty creepy
fun,
too.
Fun and weird wordings.
The Lord body snatched Gideon? That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, whatever works. Gideon said to God, "If you'll save Israel by my hands, if you promised." And he tests him again.
Bro knows it's the Lord.
He said, "I'll place a wool fleece on the threshing floor. If there's mountain dew only on the fleece and all the ground is dry, then I'll know you'll save Israel." It doesn't say mountain, but it does say dew, which is implied, obviously. So the next morning, he wrang out the fleece, and there was enough mountain dew in there to fill a bowl, which they pounded and like started riding bikes and stuff around the mountains.
Oh, that's funny.
And then he was like, "Okay, yeah, that's cool, but just to make sure."
Like he knows it's God, and he does this first test. The first test was successful. It's still not enough.
You got to double check.
I don't get it.
So then he flips the script and says, "All right, in the morning, make the fleece dry and the ground wet with dew." So I don't know why, but God entertained him. And the next morning, the fleece was dry and the ground was wet. So Gideon said, "Okay, I get it."
Well, when he like basically begged, like, "Please don't be mad at me because I know I shouldn't have done that." Basically.
Yeah. Well, if he knew he shouldn't have done that, why did he do it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because there's it's in my eye. There's like a Deuteronomy thing about don't test the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
He's straight up, "Hey, I got a test for you."
Yeah, and
I got another one.
And it's a multi-question test. So that's chapter 6. That's how chapter 6 ends. So it's basically the calling of Gideon, the testing of the Lord by Gideon, and the Lord answering. Mm-hmm. So chapter 7, Gideon going against the Midianites.
He calls out to like 4 tribes like Naphtali, Asher, Manasseh.
Mm-hmm.
This is another one. What is it?
It's chapters. You're talking about chapter 6, verse 34 and 35. Spirit of the Lord came upon Gideon. He blew a trumpet, summoning the Abiezrites to follow him.
Okay, yeah.
Sent messengers through Manasseh, calling them to arms, and also in Asher, Zebulun, and Naphtali.
Gotcha.
So that they too went up to meet them.
Gotcha. I was like, where do all these people come from? I was like, I know he sent word through 4 tribes. Even though, again, God said, "Hey, you're going to do this like one man."
Yeah.
So he's got a bunch of people.
So then the Lord told Gideon he had too many men.
Yeah. And it's so funny, the way to cut it down, the first way is like, hey,
who's scared?
Whoever's scared, go home. And actually, a lot of them are scared.
22,000.
That's like insane. Because it was out of 32,000?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it left 10,000. So roughly 32,000. If it's an exact number, yeah, 32,000. But
anyone who trembles with fear may turn back and leave. So 22,000 men left, and 10,000 remained.
a lot of people
Bro, that's
afraid.
That's 2/3 of the entire army were scared.
Yeah.
And they're like, "All right, I'm out."
Yeah. I don't get why people would want to fight for the freedom. Like, how many, or were they not just crying? Were they, this 22,000, were they not like, God help us, God help us? They probably were. And then God's like, well, in this case, he's not like, I need you, but what if it was the case where he's like, okay, I need you to fight? Like, oh, I'm scared. Like, what are you crying for if you're not going to fight?
Yeah, there's no victory without a fight.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so 10,000 left. It's still too many people because God wants the glory. He's afraid that the Israelites will be like, oh yeah, look at us. We're so strong. We did this on our own.
Mm-hmm. So even with 10,000 left, the Lord told Gideon, there's too many. Take them down to the water. He said, the ones that lap the water with their tongues like a dog, separate them from those who kneel down to drink. 300 men lapped with their hands to their mouths. All the rest got down on their knees to drink. So like, I think it's like, you're bringing the water up so your eyes are still looking around. Rather than like face down in the water.
Yeah. Well, I took it as, since it added the dog part, I took it as like more signs of like negative, like dog is like a negative term. Like, oh, they're like dogs. Even in like New Testament, like the crumbs given to the dog, whatever. So I took it as like, so these guys also seem of the weaker type. That's what I took it. It could be speculation.
Well, there were 9,700 of them.
No, 907,000, yeah, bitten down.
9,
but laughed like dogs.
9,700 people, yeah,
only
got on their knees.
Yeah, and 300
went home.
lapped like a dog, I guess.
Yeah. So only 300 remained.
Yeah.
And then the Lord told Gideon, with the 300 men that lapped, I will save you and the Midianites into your hands.
I almost rewatched that movie since we talked about it last time.
Mm-hmm.
Anne-Marie wouldn't let me.
Why? She's in it.
She said, she's like, no, apparently that's a bad movie when you watch it when you're a teenager. I was like, fair.
She's in it.
I don't know.
She's like the queen.
Queen Anne.
The lady that plays the queen looks just like Anne-Marie.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. I showed you a picture, didn't I?
Oh.
It was like the picture from a movie scene. I was like, doesn't that look like Anne-Marie? You don't remember that? Maybe I showed Sabrina.
I do not remember that.
I think I showed Sabrina then.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Because it looks just like Anne-Marie. It's crazy.
Interesting.
So maybe she'll let
now
you
I gotta watch it again.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta watch it with her. You're in it. So yeah, he had 300 men. I'm trying to find...
But apparently that was enough to be like, okay, now you can go.
How many people did the Midianites have? But okay, so before we even hit that...
I think it was like innumerous. Because it kept saying they were like locusts.
Mm-hmm.
They called them locusts like at least twice. At the beginning and in a minute.
So 300 men against more men than they could even count.
Yeah.
Those odds are pretty rough.
Yeah.
The camp of Midian lay below him in the valley. During the night, God told Gideon to get up and go down against the camp because he's going to give it to him. And then God said, if you're afraid to attack, go down with your servant Purah and listen to what they're saying. So Gideon was like, okay, I'm afraid to attack.
Still afraid. Yeah.
Still, even after all that.
Yeah, of course.
But, I mean, from his perspective, if you're looking out at an army of people you can't even count as far as you can even see that just look like locusts.
Yeah.
And you have
less
people than are in our Sunday morning service.
Okay, but his perspective, the angel
Imagine
of the Lord,
half the people in our Sunday morning service.
Imagine the angel of the Lord. Gone.
Yeah, but 300 people is enough to like almost know each other's names.
Yeah. It's not a lot, especially compared to the number of locusts, which isn't a number, but you know what I'm saying. But again, disappeared, vanished. Yeah, that's enough for me. Like, okay, sure.
Yeah, but I don't know. I try and put myself in Gideon's shoes, like, and yeah, it's easy to say that. Yeah. Reading his story, be like, oh, what it was. How come we didn't trust God? But God told me to go fight like 5 big dudes. I'd be like, I don't know. Like, there's 5 of them.
Yeah, but if you put something before him and he goes and vanishes,
yeah,
all right.
If I have like a,
and then at that point, I'm also like, yeah, okay. If I die, I die. Like, that's how I feel also.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my best, but
If I die, this is your fault. So you got my back, right, God? Because if I,
it'll be fine.
I'm good, right? We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good with either outcome. I'm good.
Either outcome, you win, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So Gideon took Purah down to the camp, and then while he was down there, he heard some of the guys telling him about a dream of something weird, and then they associated
Like a
that
loaf
with
of bread.
Gideon. Yeah.
Loaf of bread tumbles down and
Like, we got-
tent collapse.
We got beat by a loaf of bread. Oh, that must be Gideon. Like, it's weird.
Again, how is someone in this Midianite tribe going to know who the lowest of the lowest is? How do they know who the lowest of the lowest is if he's the lowest of the lowest?
Gideon arrived. This is verse 13. Chapter 7, verse 13. Gideon arrived just as a man was telling his friend a dream. I had a dream, he was saying, a round loaf of barley bread came tumbling into the Midianite camp. It struck the tent with such force that the tent overturned and collapsed. So his friend responded, this can be nothing other than the sword of Gideon. How do you interpret that? A loaf of bread knocked over a tent in the camp. And now?
I don't know. Part of me wants to
But
speculate.
that's how messed up God can make people's brains, apparently. Because, like, think about that. How would you even interpret that?
Messed up.
Like, you have a dream of a loaf of bread that rolls and knocks over a tent.
And the little bread represents.
Like, if anything, if you told me that you had a dream, I'd be like, bro, you must be hungry.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about a bread that big.
He was to eat bread for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something. Like, oh, did you watch a movie that had sourdough in it or something?
No.
I wouldn't associate that with, oh, our whole army's going to get crushed.
Yeah. I'm probably like speculating or wondering maybe that these people, like if the Lord's orchestrating it and he knows it's going to happen, like what could these be like angels? And he's like, hey guys, say this. And they're just angels.
Oh, you think they're plants?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
God planted them?
I'm saying it could. I don't know if I think that. I don't know. But I did have that thought, like, oh, what if? You don't know. Right?
Well, here's the way it worked.
Yeah. Somehow.
Because Gideon came back all amped up. Was like, hey guys, they had a dream about bread. We're going to take them.
Yeah. This is where, it does a 180 for Gideon.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're good to go.
So it took a dream of a loaf of bread knocking over a tent for Gideon to finally trust God. Think about that. Forget the dew on the wool and the dew on the ground and the angel consuming his food right in front of him. Forget all that. But tell about a dream of a loaf of bread knocking over a tent. Whoa.
I think it boosts his ego. He thinks too highly of himself. And then it just amplifies from here on out.
Does it boost his ego or his faith?
I think ego.
Yeah?
That's what I think. Because I think he hears, oh, this is Gideon. And he's like, oh, it's me. And then he tells these fools, hey, charge and say, in the name of the Lord and Gideon. I'm like, you idiot. Like,
He did say that?
yeah, he goes, where's that? So
Oh, yeah. Yeah, verse 18. When I and all who are with me blow our trumpets, then from all around the camp blow yours and shout for the Lord and for Gideon.
Like, dude.
But the Lord did tell him we'll do this together. Maybe?
Where were the words? I'm going to get back to that. The partnership.
6:16.
But I will be with you, and you shall strike the Midianites as one man. What does the NIV say?
I'll be with you and you'll strike down all the Midianites together.
So you're taking... Okay. So yours sounds like the together part is together.
Yeah.
So ESV, I will be with you, and you shall strike the Midianites as one man.
Look, we made a T.
I feel like those are...
Whoa. It's a sign.
Whoa. Tear it down.
So yeah, I do think maybe he got a false boost of confidence in himself.
I think so.
Because he felt like nothing a minute before, and then they tell him about a loaf of bread, and now he's like, oh, they're scared of me.
Yeah. See, and I'm just so skeptical, and I just don't trust Gideon. I don't even know if he didn't. I don't know if he even felt all that scared. To me, I feel like it's excuses. That's just how I feel.
It's quite the stance.
That's just how I feel. I just don't trust him.
Well, he took the 300, divided them up into 3 groups. They all shouted, and then the Midianite army...
They didn't take any weapons.
Like, self-imploded, apparently.
Yeah, they took a trumpet, a torch, and like an empty jar or something. No weapons, which is cool. And then they separate, and he says, "Hey, when I do this, you guys copy me."
They had clay jars, and they only used them to break it and make a louder noise.
Yes, yeah. So they blow the trumpet, break their jars,
and shout.
And I assume raise their torch. I don't know if it says that or not. Why else would you have a torch? Yeah.
It says they blew their trumpets and broke the jars that were in their hands.
Yeah.
3 companies blew the trumpets, smashed the jars, grasping the torches in their left hands, and holding in their right hands the trumpets they were to blow. They shouted, "A sword for the Lord and for Gideon."
They had no swords. It's funny.
That is funny. The 300 trumpets sounded, so everybody had a trumpet.
Yes.
What would happen if they didn't know how to play the trumpet?
It's probably one note. It's probably like a shofar.
Yeah, but still.
It's like a shofar. It's not a trumpet. It's like a shofar.
Still. What if not everybody can play the shofar?
You just blow in it.
No, shofar has a different technique.
They're not just playing, they're just blowing.
Yeah, but you can't just blow into a trumpet or a shofar and get the sound. You have to...
They can.
No, if you don't have the embroiture, the shape of your mouth proper on the horn, it's not going to sound.
I'm sure they learned.
What if they didn't, though?
I'm sure that... What else do they have to do back then? They can't check their socials.
They YouTubed it?
How many other skills, like...
Yeah, but okay, so there were 32,000 men. What if all the cowards were the ones that knew how to play the trumpet?
Well, the Lord has a part
And then Gideon's like, all right, we're going to blow the trumpets. And they're like, do you know how to play the trumpet? I don't know how to play the trumpet.
Maybe only the ones that laugh.
I'll break the jar.
The ones that, like, bent down to drink, the way they drank, mess up the way they blow a trumpet. I don't know. I'm just trying to do the reverse.
It's just... I get it was mandatory. You can't be in the army if you didn't know how to blow a trumpet. I mean, I'm sure you could figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just imagine them like training each other, like while they're on the road, like walking or camping.
Gideon says we have to blow. I don't know how to blow this thing.
And then you have a mentor, though. It's like a very heartwarming story of the mentor that teaches people how to play the trumpet for the Bible. These stories that no one knows the behind the scenes.
No, it's not recorded. Super sad.
Yeah. It's just, it had to happen. There's no way everyone just automatically knew how to play the trumpet.
I think they knew how to blow.
You assume too much.
It can't be that hard.
Have you ever tried to play a shofar? I have one, bro. They're hard.
Let me try.
No, you will wake up my family if you figure it out.
Because I can figure it out.
Because I believe in your talent. Do I believe if we pick 300 random people that everybody would be able to do it? No.
300 people from this day and age?
Yeah.
I think so. From that day and age, I mean. From Gideon's day and age. I think so.
I mean, yeah, I guess they didn't have anything else to do, but maybe practice? I don't know. But they broke the jars and blew the trumpets and waved their torches.
Especially if they had peace for
and yelled that they had a sword, even though they didn't.
They didn't say we have a sword.
They said a sword. A sword for the Lord and for Gideon. Like.
Yeah, I don't kind of understand.
And then the Midianites all just run.
And kill each other.
Yeah, they kill each other and implode. And
yeah, it's pretty cool.
They turned on each other with their swords. Why would they turn on each other?
They didn't have color-coded uniforms back then.
Well, then Gideon sent the messengers to all the other hill countries, come down against the Midianites, seize the waters. So all the men of Ephraim were called out. took the waters of the Jordan, and then they captured the 2 Midianite leaders, Oreb and Zeb. Killed Oreb at the rock of Oreb and Zeb at the winepress of Zeb.
Those are definitely like alien names, right?
I think so.
100%.
Oreb, Zeb. What if they killed Oreb at the winepress of Zeb and Zeb
But
at
then
the
it would
rock
be
of
named.
Oreb?
The names would be flipped. I think these were named after it happened.
Why would they want to
Name
commemorate them?
Different, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
That's like modern day naming a conference room after a company's enemy, like major competitor.
Like, yeah. So, or like, what would be an example? So there's like a merger with like Verizon and AT&T, and then their headquarters, you still call it the AT&T headquarters. Like, come to our Verizon at our AT&T headquarters, like our AT&T building.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. So they pursued them, brought their heads, Oreb and Zeb, they brought their heads to Gideon, who was by the Jordan. Pursued the Midianites, and brought the heads of Oreb and Zeb to Gideon, who was by the Jordan. Does yours say by the Jordan or across the Jordan?
Cross.
Cross? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when I read that, it made me think, like, what if one of the heads fell out of their hands and started going down the Jordan and they had to chase it? Like, these are stories you probably could have happened that you never even know. Because, I mean, you're carrying heads.
You drop the head, you just pick it up. It wouldn't like immediately
It would
rush.
float. The Jordan is a river. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not still water.
No, but
if you drop a head in the water,
it's not gonna be like immediately gone.
It's going. I could just imagine them chasing the head down the river, trying to catch it, and they have guys running along the shoreline with a stick trying to block it.
There's a show I really want to watch. It might only be on YouTube. I haven't watched it. They call it like the Bible version of The Office. So they have like these weird awkward things. I actually want to watch that. I haven't watched any of it, but it seems funny. So
I saw
something like that could be on the show.
I saw a preview of.
It looks funny.
It looked funny.
I think it looks funny. I want to see it. But
yeah, something like that where the Bible only covers like everything that's clean, but everything that happens behind the scenes, there is so much. I mean, this is humanity we're talking about.
Yeah.
There are so many failures and mistakes and slip-ups. Guaranteed heads fell down and rolled, or maybe they played soccer with them on the way. Who knows? No. What do you mean, no?
They can play soccer.
They didn't have soccer back then? Sure they did.
Not with heads. Not with heads. We're not playing soccer with heads.
They bring the heads to Gideon. They're all beat up. He's like...
Besides, these are warriors. They're
Did you play soccer with this?
Yeah, they're playing real men's sports. They're not playing soccer.
Football?
Yeah. Football is the main sport. Rugby probably be more of a man sport, but football, yeah. I don't like soccer. Soccer's too hard.
It really is hard.
I'm like, oh, it's not a man sport. It's too hard.
Yeah. So that's how chapter 7 ends.
And I think that's exactly where, Gideon goes wrong. I think he makes it about himself. And he's only supposed to have 300 people, and then he calls for help from these hill country Ephraim people.
Well, maybe there's some behind-the-scenes stuff that God allowed him to do.
Doubt it. Because I don't think God is mentioned.
God doesn't need help.
He is mentioned right here. Well, he's mentioned in quotes from someone, from Gideon or from whoever. Yeah, so God is not part of the narrative anymore, really.
Yeah.
Classic Israelites. Classic Judges so far.
Right.
And speaking of Judges, let us know how you feel. Comment, whatever you want. Like us. And if you don't like us, don't not like us. Follow and subscribe. Thank you. Podcast over.